Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Siti Hanifah from TBI 1 with ID 231101060013. Today, I will explain approach to research based on chapter 1 of Judith Bell's book Doing Your Research Project. Research is not just about collecting data, but also about choosing the right approach for the type of question we want to answer. Different approach provide us with different ways to understanding the world, and each has its own strength and weakness. In this video, I will explain the main research approach: quantitative, qualitative, action research, case study, survey, experimental, ethnography, grounded theory, and narrative inquiry. The first is quantitative research. We have this approach focuses on number and measurable fact. Quantitative research uses structured questions from work and designed to produce results that can be generalized. For example, a survey of 1,000 students about their study habits can give numerical data that we can analyze statistically. Qualitative research. In contrast, qualitative research focuses on people perception and experience. Instead of number, it uses word, interview, and observation. The research questions usually start broadly and become more focused as the study develops. For example, interviewing a group of students about their feelings toward online learning provides insight that number alone cannot capture. Next is action research, which is applied research done by practitioners such as teacher or manager who want to improve their own practice. It is problem solving in a real content. For example, a teacher who notices students are not engaged might try a new teaching method, observe the result, and refine that approach in continuous cycle. Next is a case study. A case study explores one particular case in depth. This could be a single school, in a company, or even one individual. The aim is to understand the unique aspect of the case. For instance, studying how one school successfully integrates technology in the classroom can provide valuable lessons for others. Next is survey research. Survey research is about collecting data from a larger population, usually through questionnaire or structured interviews. The goal is to describe trends, attitudes, or opinion. For example, a national survey on internet use among teenagers help identify common behaviors and patterns. Next approach is experimental research, which tests cause and effect relationship. Researchers manipulate one variable to see its effect on another while controlling other factors. For example, in psychology, an experiment might test whether listening to music improves concentration by comparing two groups, one without music and one with music. Next, ethnography. Ethnography comes from anthropology and involves studying people in their natural setting, often through participant observation. Research immerse themselves in a community or culture to understand daily life. For example, an ethnographer might live in a village to observe local traditions and behaviors. Next, grounded theory. Grounded theory is an approach where the researcher develops theory directly from data rather than starting with a fixed hypothesis. Data is collected, analyzed, compared, and from this process, theory emerges. For instance, studying hospital staff interactions with patients may gradually build a theory of communication patterns in healthcare. Finally, narrative inquiry. Narrative inquiry focuses on stories. It collects and analyzes personal accounts to understand life experience. This is useful when exploring deeply personal or cultural issues. For example, asking mature students to share their life stories about returning to education provides insights that are both emotional and powerful. So, the summarize is quantitative, deals with numbers. Qualitative explore experience. Action research improve practice. Case study examines one case in detail. Survey collection data for many people. And then experimental test, cause and effect. Ethnography studies cultures in depth, and chronotheory builds theory from data. And the narrative inquiry tells stories of experience. Okay, maybe that's all for me. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.